Hey everyone, it's Rachel here. I'm an oracle, spiritual healer, and teacher. And today we're going to look at the energy for the month of April. And when I tune into it, it feels very powerful. A lot of power and sort of determination coming through. So we'll see what the overall message is for the month. We recently had our new moon on March 29th. We're going to have our full moon on April 12th, and I'll do a video about that when we get a little bit closer to it. And if you haven't yet, check out the new moon video I did, because that's also a part of this month, right? It's like an energetic overlay that is affecting the overall energy for the month. So let's see what comes through. Mm. Surprise, surprise. More transformation. More things changing. More new things coming in, more old things going out, more new discoveries, more truth coming in, more things coming to light. New things beginning, whether it's people taking leadership roles, stepping up, speaking out, new ideas coming through, new solutions coming through, all of it. Lots of transformation this month. This whole year really, it's gonna lessen as we get further into the year. But this first half of the year is just full of change, full of change. Chaos is another way of putting putting that. But lots of change. And grace. I love that picture of the woman in the trees, gracefully peering through them. So, what they're talking about with grace is, how are we showing up through all this chaos, through all the transformation, through the challenging times, through the challenging circumstances? How are we showing up day to day? Are we falling into a victimhood, a victim energy of blame, of, everything is hard? Um, you know, and it's okay if you feel that way. Are you staying in that energy of everything's hard? It's happening to me. It's out of my control. Or is it taking you into another place? You can call that grace. It's part of your wisdom. It's a part of your deeper knowing, as this is what's taking place right now. And this could be in your individual life, or you could look, macro into what's happening for the collective. This is part of the process of evolution. This is part of the process of making things better. So things have to get murky, icky, unpleasant for us to create something new. Just like a forest fire, everything sort of gets destroyed for new life to come through. So how are you showing up through all of that? Can you come into deeper states of grace, acceptance, into your wisdom body, into your knowing more? And that'll be, and this card has come up before. We've talked about this um, in other ways, but this is sort of a continuing theme, not being angry, not being aggressive. Again, if you are recognizing it, do you want to stay angry? Do you want to stay aggressive? If not, shifting your energy, because only you can decide how you want to be, how you perceive any one experience, how you want to show up to it. So if you are experiencing this anger or aggression, being with those feelings, asking yourself why, and and allowing yourself to go through it and transforming it into something else that's more productive, and in alignment with what you want to experience from your life. Because, although it doesn't always feel this way, it is all a choice. Gratitude for what we have. The people, the situations, the space. If for some reason you have become unemployed, for whatever reasons, what is the space giving you? What boons, what gifts are coming from it? Maybe it's more time for self-care. Maybe it's more time with your family. Maybe it's time to explore something new. So again, regardless of what's happening, how can you be grateful for what's taking place? For me, what I keep coming back to is where this is all leading to, the future that it's all going towards, the trajectory we're on as humanity. And that's what keeps me positive. So, not allowing myself to sort of get stuck in the details of what's taking place, even in my own life, because you probably are going through transformation in your personal life too, just like I am, and not sort of getting stuck in the details of things, becoming impatient, but again, allowing yourself to experience it, acknowledging how you're feeling, and there's something coming. There's something better on the horizon. Just keep moving forward. Change a deck. We have our animal power deck now. Let's see what wants to come through. And meditation or just breathing is also really helpful. Um, I've talked about this before, being centered, and this has to do with the grace as well, and the ability to become aware of things are that you can be grateful for. And I have shared on my other playlist meditations, visualizations, things that will help you become more balanced, more centered, for you to experience these things if you're having a hard time with it, if you're feeling challenged for any reason at this time. Let in true intimacy. Oh, lean into true intimacy. Yeah. With yourself, with your own emotions, with those that you feel close to. I talked about this at the beginning of this week around, you know, and this had to do with prosperity and abundance, is noticing the people and the situations in your life, the energy that that's between the two, and that intimacy is deepening those connections with your friends, your family, your chosen family, the people that you love in your life. Leaning into that, feeling that connection, that you have support, that you have love there, that always helps during times of transformation. Oh, there we go. Trust and transformation. We got transformation and trust and transformation. And it's really the trusting that the processes that are taking place are for our highest good. They are for our highest good. We are on a positive trajectory forward. And again, this is generally speaking, there are different sort of currents that are taking place all at the same time. But if we look at the overall picture, we're heading into a positive direction. And like any sort of detox, um, things clear out and get rebuilt in different timelines. The trusting yourself is about your intuition, your inner guidance. It's great to hear other perspectives, And it's of the most important thing is to listen to yourself, your own intuition, your gut, your inner guidance. Okay, there's one more from our animal deck. And there we go. Flow with the ease. That has to do with the grace too. Okay, let's see. Yeah, there's a few more they want to share. There's our peace. Finding your inner peace, coming back to your peace, not letting people take your peace away, not allowing them to take your peace away. It's like being the eye of the storm, the transformation, the chaos happening around you, but that you are calm and steady from within. You are calm and steady from within. You see the truth. You're going towards the truth with all your intention, all your energy towards your goals as the chaos continues around you. Yeah, this came up not too long ago, the boundaries. And this is, again, is a reminder to tune into your own personal boundaries. And yeah, same thing. It came up the other day. Let me just see what else they want to share around this. Yeah, I just see this thing with countries, the boundaries, the borders of countries, um, like governments getting clearer and more clear on what's okay, what's not okay, standing up for themselves, putting their foot down, lessons learned around that, integrity or unintegrous actions or ways of being sort of being exposed and expressed that that's not going to work. So you can think of it as a personal thing too, because it is, but how they're speaking about it is more of this, like governments and countries doing this again, standing up more for themselves, putting the foot down. Yeah. So you're going to see more of that happening this month, and it's been happening. But there must be something coming up around that more so. And there it is. Listening to your inner wisdom, inner guidance. That's the trusting yourself. It's the most important thing. As we move into, this new earth, new humanity, as collectively our consciousness is rising, we're coming more into our heart space. It's also activating, our more subtle layers of our being, which includes our intuition. And so all of us are becoming more intuitive. All of us are becoming more sensitive, more in touch with things other than our 3D reality, other than our physical reality, other than the rational logic mind, which is, our left brain, our masculine brain, our masculine energy. We're becoming more in tuned with our feminine nature, the mysteries. Like, how did that happen? Sort of thing. Another way of thinking about it is like divine intervention or the synchronicities of life. So it is encouraged. It's going to happen whether you're doing anything about it or not, like, doing any practices. Your wisdom is going to continue to come forward more and more. And all you have to do is just listen. Listen to it and then act upon what's coming in for you. So, um, that's April. That's April. And again, I'll do an update around the full moon. See what's coming in for that. And please, if you have questions, ask in the comments, and I will answer them. I'd be happy to do any sort of video about any questions you have. If you have not yet subscribed, please consider doing so and liking this video. It means a lot to me because I'm doing this all for you to share more information with more people than I can where I live. Um, and I hope you all enjoy. Thanks.